What's up, Fins family? Welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. The Dolphins are 10 games into the season now. At this point, who are we? We're going to talk about that for a little bit to start out our day. The day after taking a disappointing loss. I'm not going to say heartbreaking loss. A disappointing loss to the Denver Broncos. Congratulations to the Denver Broncos. They came in that game. They brought a scheme. They coached well. They did what they had to do to get the W. Unfortunately, the Dolphins didn't, but it's all good, man. Honestly, Dolphin fans shouldn't be, down at all. Of course, we all wanted to win that game, but we shouldn't be down. I want to put some things in the context. We're 10 games in. Ignore that game. We're 10 games in. Before the season started, 10 games in, what would you have thought the record for the Miami Dolphins would have been? Be honest. Put it in the comment section right now. Be honest. 10 games in, what did you think the record would be for the Miami Dolphins at this point? Please put it in the comment section. And hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. 5-5. Interesting. Wow. 5-5. 4-6. 2 wins. Somebody said 8-8. Gosh, 4-6, 3-10 games. Some of y'all math ain't adding up, man. 3-7. Fitz don't need to start. I mean, I agree. 5-5. So when you really put things into perspective, okay, this is why ain't no need to get bummed out. I think we got spoiled a little bit. Ain't no need to get bummed out, man. We lost the game, and we're 6-4. Nobody would have thought we would have been 6-4, man. That is a great place to be 10 games into the season, believe it or not. You got 6 games left. Going 500 for the rest of the season puts you in a good, it gives you a chance. One game over 500 and you're in the playoffs. One game over 500 and you're in the playoffs. So I don't want. People shouldn't be all bummed out about the loss. Now, again, you want to win that game. You want to win that game. But we didn't. And you got to move on. We know that we got work to do in every facet of the game: the defense, the run stopping, quarterback play, the running game, receivers, coaching. Everybody has work to do. Everybody. But it's all good, man. It's all good. TD, did you see that Joe Burrow is out for the rest of the season? Because yeah, I saw it. Unfortunate, sad for the kid. I hope he gets better and ready to go next year. But it's a part of the game, man. It's a part of the game. And another thing, guys, don't get bummed out like this. Like y'all got to think about it. There are Dolphin fans getting bummed out as if the season is over. It's not. It's not. TD, how you feel about Justin Herbert, and if you could go back, would you have taken him over Tua? I don't want to think about that because that's unfair to even go back. Tua could be the greatest thing of all time next year, and Herbert could fall off. You don't know, man. You got to let these kids go several years before you can start writing their their final say of who they are, what they are, man. Herbert's looking good this year, but it is what it is. Bro, we've seen quarterbacks look good to start out with and then just stop looking good. We've seen quarterbacks look bad and all of a sudden start looking good. You want me to be honest? Somebody sent it to me this morning. They sent it to me to prepare for the AFC East roundtable. They said it's going to be a tough one this week on the roundtable, so here's something to help you. And I appreciate the person who sent it, but they were right. They sent something that was actually eye-opening. It was Josh Allen. It was Josh Allen's rookie year stats. Josh Allen had like 3 games early in his rookie season of less than 90 yards. And completion percentage was like 9 of 20 and stuff like that. He had some really, really, really bad performances as well. One that he actually, and he also lost to the Dolphins in his rookie season. Yeah, they don't talk about that. Oh, Josh Allen's your daddy. Yeah, y'all act like he undefeated against the Dolphins. The man only played us 5 times, and he's lost against the Dolphins. But he's had some bad performances his rookie year. I mean, this man threw for 64 yards in one game, 70 something in another, and 80 something in another, and a whole bunch of 150s. So, I mean, Buffalo Bills can't be talking about Tua. They can't be talking about Tua. Um, and Josh Allen is looking like a very good quarterback now. A very good quarterback. I always said that. I don't like him just because he's the enemy and I don't believe in him, but he's looking like a good quarterback now. So you can't just go off for a rookie year. I can't go and say, oh, I wish we would have drafted Herbert. A lot of people are going to say that because Tua has to get better. There's things that has to learn in this league to be a great pro. And I think the kid has a work ethic to where he will get better and he will learn it. It's just right now it's not looking the greatest, and that's all good, man. It is what it is. But all these people saying Tua is a bust, y'all don't be like that. I mean, y'all know it's too early for that. Now you may believe that he's gonna be a bust. That's your opinion. You know, time will tell. But it's too early to be saying what anyone is. You know, it is way too early, man. Um, as a Bills fan, I like Tua, but he's got to have struggles. He's going to have struggles, and you have to accept that. Yeah, I accept it. It's just that I'm the type of person, when he does have the struggles, I'm going to criticize him. I'm going to talk about what those struggles are. I'm not going to turn my back and ignore them and just be like, oh, he has struggles. I don't want to talk about the details of struggles. I'm going to leave it alone. No, listen, I do this with everybody on the team just about. Um, let's be real. We all know Herbert was the right pick. I mean, all right. I think I'm back, man. I'm sorry about that. I had got a phone call. It just came through and it paused the stream. Um, Shotgun 305 said, um, basically he didn't have any receivers to throw to. Receivers got no separation. I'm sorry, bro. You make yourself look bad on that one. Jakeem Grant wide open 2 times in that game. And the third time he had coverage, but he could have made a great throw because Jakeem Grant had to step on him. I'm sorry. You're not going to win that battle, bro. I mean, Grant, those were 2 touchdowns, matter of fact, that Grant was open. Literally burnt his guy. So I don't know how you see no receivers got separation. That's the game right there. You connect on one of them, and that's the game. That is the game. Wide receivers weren't dropping balls. They were catching what was coming their way. I mean, you had Perry drop one in the flat, which he was covered anyway, and one more maybe. But no, I don't. Listen, you can't put this on no wide receivers yesterday. I don't understand why people are even mentioning the wide receiver. I have no idea. Gesicki came alive when Fitzpatrick got in. Just a bad day overall yesterday. Yeah, but it ain't the end of the world, man. We're 6-4. Do you know how many teams wish that? I bet the Patriots wish they were 6-4 instead of 4-6. I mean, come on, man. So quick to blame the defense, but not Tua. I ain't letting nobody blame the defense either. Everybody, TD, you need to keep it real. The defense got toasted yesterday. Go look at the stats. Our defense gets toasted every week, but the difference is we take the ball away. A team drives 90 yards and then we intercept it or we make them fumble. We did that yesterday too. So y'all got to start with the defense was the reason they got toasted. Go look at last week. Go look at the week before. Go look at Arizona. We gave up almost 500 yards. What are y'all talking about? The defense wasn't the issue. Matter of fact, the defense was on the field forever because our offense kept punting in the first half. The defense, and you know what? Let's keep it 100. The defense do need to be better as far as not giving up as many yards. They need to force a lot more punts. But I'm sorry. We gave up 20 points, which is still one of the best point differential in the league. And not only did we give up 20 points, we took the ball away twice. No, 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 no. We took the ball away 3 times. Don't forget that 4th and 1. Don't forget the 4th and 1. Do not forget that 4th and 1. Like, why, y'all? Why? Why do we have to blame everybody except Tua? And Tua does not deserve all the blame. But can we stop acting like he's exempt? Bill Stampede said, yo, what happened to winning the division? You're not there yet. Bills are the dominant force in the AFC East. Keep up the great work. Go Bills. What makes y'all think the loss yesterday made y'all the winners of the division? It's 6 games left. And we got to play those 6 games. When we bounce back versus the Jets next week and y'all lose to Pittsburgh, then what? Isn't it virtually the same thing? Isn't it virtually the same thing? Like, y'all act like y'all just ran away with the division. We got to handle our own business. We still got a shot to win the division. We could lose another game and still have a shot to win the division. We could lose 2 more games and still have a shot. The more games we lose, the slimmer it is. But y'all, please, y'all better stop acting like, oh, the division was lost or won yesterday. Get real. Jason Brown said, with the foundation of Coach Flo, our future looking bright. I know it's too early, TD, but do you feel Tua will be great or just okay? My honest assessment, I don't know, bro. I'm scared because it's no different from what I thought when he came out of college. He was. I said it before he came out of college. People killed me about it. I said he was a one-read quarterback, but it wasn't his fault that he was a one-read quarterback. He was just in a system where all you had to do is read the first read because it was always open. The first read was open 90% of the time in Alabama. So now when you facing great defenses or defenses that make you go off of that first read, now you got to look for the second one, but the pressure's coming once you look at the second read, the pressure. Now you got to think, like when you throw into the first read, you never have to worry about the pressure. Look at your first read. If you're going there, you never have to worry about the pressure. But as soon as that's not there and you look to the second one, you don't only have to look to the second one. Now your pressure clock has to start to kick in your brain and say, okay, second read, but I also got pressure. I got to start multitasking. Once you pass the first read, that's when multitasking starts to take place. Do y'all remember the first throw Tua threw yesterday? He went back to pass to Jakeem Grant on the right side, and he threw the ball, and it wasn't even close to being open, but he threw it anyway. See, those are the ones you ain't got to think about. You just throw it because that's where you want to go. And which still was a bad decision because it wasn't even close to being open. But as soon as you get to that second read, it's now multitasking. You got to read the second read and get ready for the third while you're worrying about the pressure, wondering where you need to slide your feet, while you're making a decision on whether you should throw to that second read or not. And don't, God forbid, the second read isn't there. Now it's the third. And quarterbacks like Tua, once he gets to the third read and pressure's coming, forget the reads. I don't even care what's out there. I'm just trying to save my life. I'm just trying to save my life now. And that was the difference between him and Fitz. And don't get me wrong, y'all keep getting me mistaken. I prefer Tua over Fitz. But that's the difference with Fitz. Fitz drops back for that first read. If it ain't there, in his mind, he ain't thinking I need to worry about the pressure in the second read. He's like, I'm about to run while I look at the second read. I'm about to take off while I'm looking at the second read. Oh, the second read there? That's why he always throwing on this like run type deal. But he's making a decision. Tua is sitting in the pocket trying to be the calypso and pick you apart. But now you're holding on to the ball. You know, there's different pressures in this league. There's different pressure in this league. People say, oh, well, Tua didn't have more than 2.5, 3 seconds yesterday. Listen, man, the average time you get in this NFL is about 3 seconds. The average time you get in this league is about 3 seconds. You got to make a decision, and you got to make it quick. You have to. But at the end of the day, games like yesterday is an opportunity for him to get some real game time experience trying to figure it out on the field. So I'm with that. I'm with that all day. And the real controversy is whether or not we should have went with Fitz at all. I'm still torn on that. Gamer Boy said if Bills win the AFC, they will lose in the playoffs. First round. First round probably does. First round. Let's keep let's keep it 100. Tua looking like the next Chad Pennington, not the next Breeze. We'll see, man. He's just growing and learning. I agree, man. The kid's growing and learning, man. We don't know what turn he's going to take. One thing for sure, he's not the phenom everybody said he was coming out of the gate. Doesn't mean he won't be, but he's not the phenom everybody said he was coming out of the gate. Herbert coming out the gate balling, and if he got more of an upside, woo, that's scary. Burrow came out the gate balling. I actually saw flaws in Herbert game that I would like him to clean up, but he's played some good sound football. And Tua, it's just been one of them things where he's getting acclimated, man. He's feeling this league out. He's feeling this league out, man. And I think he'll be all right. It's just a matter of how good is he going to be? What is his upside? See, everybody thinks a player's upside is what they saw in college. Why? Why do y'all believe that? This is how we looked in college. This is the NFL. Said Fitzy showed he deserves to play over Tua. Sorry, TD. I'm not knocking that. But if they're going to have Tua and come out and say that he's our future, then they're gonna play him. They have to play him. That don't even mean I agree. Y'all remember when Fitz first got benched? Let me tell y'all something. When Fitz first got benched, I said, whoa, they going with Tua. All right, here we go. It's his time. He got an opportunity. But deep down, I didn't feel like it was the greatest move. I felt like let me give you an example. Fitzpatrick in those games that we won, right? What people fail to realize is, didn't Fitz win 2 games in a row? Didn't Fitz win 2 games in a row? Wasn't it San Francisco and the Jets that he won those 2 games? Because the defense, when Byron Jones got back, all of a sudden was night and day. Fitz won 2 games in a row. Then Tua came in and had, let's be honest, not a good game at all, but we won because of the defense. We won because of the defense. And let me tell y'all something. Here's where I happens every time I get a phone call, the stream pauses. So forgive me. I'm sorry, y'all. Every single time I get a phone call, the stream pauses. But we're back, all right? We should be good now, Aaron. When I get a phone call, the stream pauses for like 30 seconds. I hang up the call, but it still pauses so it can reconnect. So it happens for like 30 seconds. So y'all forgive me, man. But let's get back to it. Here's where I had to correct myself. I had to correct myself on this. In those games that we won, let's be honest, the first game Tua played, he did not play well. The numbers were atrocious. He didn't turn the ball over. But you know what? With the defense playing the way that they were playing, Fitz would have turned the ball over, but he would have also got points. We would have still won those games because of how great the defense was playing. Fitz would have turned the ball over, but we would have had points. Y'all think about it. Think about the first game. We barely even scored offensive points. Fitz would have turned the ball over, but he would also score by 2 or 3 touchdowns. And we would have still won. So that's where I had to correct myself because I kept saying, see, that's the difference. Tua ain't throwing no interceptions because if you throw an interception in this game, we lose. But that's only in Tua's game. We lose in the game Tua plays if he throws an interception because he wasn't giving us anything on offense. He wasn't giving us anything on offense. So now he had one game. The second game wasn't even good, but that I think it was the third game. They the Cardinals or something. I loved what I saw. Brought us back. He killed it. Had a great game going. We had a great game plan, and he executed and played very well. Man, let me remove this troll, man. Keep trolling, writing the same thing in the comment section. So no, I mean at the end of the day, we got to look at this also long term. If I'm sold on, man, I'm winning a Super Bowl this year, I'm going all in, I'm doing it this year, I would have to say that I'm running two quarterbacks. I'm playing this the same way that the Saints have been playing it, but even more spread out. I'm putting Tua out there to start the game, seeing if he can get in the rhythm and we can be competitive the whole game. In the first sight of us not being able to move the ball because it's certain things that they're doing that he has to, get better at, I'm throwing Fitz in. If you really want to contend and go far in the playoffs or do something special, I'm using both of these guys. I'm putting Tua in the game to start, and if he can roll during that game, he plays the whole game. But at the first sight that this defense is showing him fits that he needs, like situations that he still ain't great at, I'm throwing Fitz in. And I'm telling y'all, yesterday, if they would have done that maybe late in the second quarter or the beginning of the third, it might have been a different result. It might have just been a different result. TD, the media will create controversy. You can't create controversy with Ryan Fitzpatrick anymore. Everyone knows he's not the future. He's right now. It's a transition. It's a transition. So you can't have now. If Josh Rosen was on this roster, then there could be controversy, of course. But you have Ryan Fitzpatrick on the roster. Nobody's about to extend him to a 4-year deal. So there's no controversy. We got to get out of this mindset of, well, you don't want to make him look bad. Oh, you made him look terrible yesterday. You benched him. You benched him. Trust me. I mean, I haven't even turned on the TV yet to see what all these people that don't know nothing about the Dolphins have to say about us. About Tua getting benched. Oh my gosh. I know it's coming today and tomorrow. They're going to have everything they have to say about it. He just didn't look good. The Broncos frazzled him. Or they may make the excuses for him, just like many others make. They might be like, that offensive line was terrible yesterday. The receivers was getting no separation. They might make every excuse in the world and don't point out what Tua didn't do well. So, I don't know, man. I said that it's really a strategic move. Teams will really have to study two quarterbacks. I agree. Look what Taysom Hill did for the Saints with Breeze out. Tua was inaccurate yesterday. I mean, we know he was inaccurate. It's just a matter of why. Why was he so inaccurate? Like them passes, I can't get over the passes to Jakeem Grant. Those are walk-in touchdowns. Those are moonwalking touchdowns. Grant literally burnt his guy like, oh my gosh. But it was also the pass burnt Grant by 8 yards. So I don't know, man. The altitude, man. The altitude hurting the accuracy. All right. Maybe. I don't know. Are people forgetting that Tua was benched after the Chubb hit? When he rolled his foot, it probably swelled up like a balloon after he took off his cleat. Listen, I watched the hit. It wasn't a favorable hit, but it was a hit that you get up and you keep playing. It ain't. And Flores said in the press conference, it had nothing to do with an injury. He was fine. They didn't make a decision because of his foot. Did you hear what Ryan Fitzpatrick said in his press conference? He said Coach Flo came to him right after the play while Tua was walking to the sideline, didn't even know anything about the foot, and said, hey, we going with you. If you can try to create a spark, we need a little spark. We going with you. That's what Ryan Fitzpatrick said. Flores came to him and said, "Hey man, we going with you. We're trying to create a spark. We need a spark. We need to try to move the ball." Had nothing to, and Flores said in his press conference, had nothing to do with an injury. Had nothing to do with it. I felt like we needed a spark. I felt like we needed to move the ball. Why people keep bringing up the injury? The leg. It had nothing to do with that. Are we really under the impression that after one draft, we're a good team that should win every game? We still have a lot of needs and a lot of young guys who will take time. Tom Green, that's fair to say, but I have to push back on that. I don't feel like we're supposed to win every game, but hold on. Should we have won the game yesterday? That's the only question that need to be answered. Should we have won the game yesterday? Was there a lot of things that we were doing poor that we know this team can do better? Can we get better quarterback play? Could Tua have played better? Now, it's one thing if you say, well, no quarterback could have played better than that. That was the circumstance he was given. No, if you can look at your team and say they definitely could have done better in this, that, and this, then yeah, you should expect to have won the game. And no, I don't expect for us to win every game. But that game yesterday, yeah, I expected to win. Yes. Come on, man. He took 6 sacks. Do you know what they said when Tannehill took 6 sacks? And I said, oh, it was the O-line that was trash. Nah, bro. 6, at some point, the quarterback got to take ownership. Do we want to keep that same energy? They need to run the ball. That too, but it's how they run the ball. They got to do that out of a halfback draw set to spread things out. TD, altitude does affect accuracy. Okay. The ball hangs in the air longer. They've been saying this since Marino and Elway days. But some people can go into Denver and sling that rock. So you got to be a quarterback that realizes, hey, this ain't your typical throw. I got to be a little lighter on it or a little heavier. Obviously a little lighter because he was overthrowing everything. That's a part of the game, man. You playing in snow, you got to throw the ball different. You playing in rain, you got to, it's heavy, it's hard or heavier. I mean, that's a part of the game. You playing in higher altitude, you playing in lower altitude, whatever it is, it's a part of the game. Somebody said, we're not playing on the moon. Oh, that was funny. Somebody said, we're not playing on the moon. Oh, that's my laugh for the day. That was a good one, man. Oh, man, we not playing on the moon. Hey, man, I'm just trying to indulge people's excuses, man. I'm just trying to answer them, bro. I get it. Trust me, that's how I feel. Gosh, we ain't on the moon, but it is what it is, man. They like, man, TD, man, we were playing on Saturn, bro. I mean, you got to give them a break. Oh, man, Jay Orion said, read his last comment. I don't see it. Where's Jay? Try to put it again. And got another call, man. Oh, my bad, y'all. Give me a second. All right, cool. Yeah, I got another call. So that was on me, y'all. He's not. But anyway, man, I'm about to end it on that note, man. I'm gonna come in and out today and talk with y'all about some of this stuff, do some Q&As and different stuff like that. But we gonna be all right, man. This is TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Keep your head up, guys. Keep your head up. We all good, man. 6-4. 6-4. We are good, man. We are good. Can you remind me again to create a new? I had to create a new account. Add as moderator. Done, bro. All right, man. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Appreciate your love and support, man. I'll see y'all soon. This TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Peace. We out.